Brought to you by Kellogg's, the folks who bring the best to you each morning. A wide choice of cereals in the forms you like best. Yours from Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now let's all play What's My Line?
And now let's meet our award-winning panel of What's My Line. First, the popular columnist whose voice of Broadway appears in papers coast to coast, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great honor to introduce a wonderful member of the entertainment industry who has just been appointed by the President of the United States to membership on the Committee of the Peace Corps, Mr. Harry Belafonte.
Having had occasion to visit Germany, I know that this young lady, in her coming visit to Munich, with her charm and her beauty, will have all of Munich at her feet, Miss Arlene Francis.
Oh, what you said. Thank you, Harry. And now that renowned Count of Monte Cristo, who has been up in the country working on riddles for young children for a new book all weekend, will be here to riddle us a little something. Mr. Bennett, Cerf.
Nice to have you with us, Harry. Just before I came out here today, I was shown a picture of our panel moderator when he was 10 years old at the Tilton School. A more angelic, sweet, honest-looking boy you never saw in your life. Now get a load of him. John Charles Davis.
Well, that's a fine way to start a program, isn't it? All right, Bennett, we'll see what we can do as time goes along. Belafonte, nice to have you with us tonight, if I may say so, sir. And you will find out that's probably the last kind thing that is said from this table over in that direction. We have some very interesting occupations, some nice folks who brought them to the theater. We'll also have a famous mystery guest before the panel a little bit later in the program, and we'll meet our first challenger after this. I saw a picture of Bennett when he was in prep school, but it was hard to tell whether he was sweet and simple, et cetera, because two faculty members were holding him down, having a rough time. And now let's meet our first challenger. Will you enter and sign in, please? Terry? Tater, right? Mr. Tater, where are you from?
Waterbury, Connecticut.
Waterbury, Connecticut. May I present? And there you are. You have a plaque. Only in the Metropolitan Opera Company and at What's My Line do we have plaques. You're a lucky man. May I present the panel? Will you join me over here, please, Terry? You know how we keep score? Fine. We'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, Mr. Tater is salaried. He deals in a service, and we'll begin the general questioning with Dorothy Kilgallen.
Mr. Tater, may both men and women avail themselves of your service?
No.
Small conflict.
All right.
Dorothy, this is another difficult area. Taking the whole...
I just started.
I know. It's going to be a tough night. Taking the entire area of the service and all of its applications, as they might lay to the individual or to the mass, we would have to agree that under some circumstance you would, to a degree, benefit from the service which Mr. Tater performs. But this does not necessarily say it would apply directly to you.
Well, do I get a yes or a no?
Well, I'm not sure, because I haven't taken that apart yet, but take the yes for now.
All right. Would you say that your service is applied more to men than to women?
Both.
Now, here again, if you're talking about direct application of the service, yes.
All right. I'll get off that tack. I don't like it. Can you do your work wearing a business suit?
No.
1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Belafonte.
Do you do your work using a uniform?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Is this service applicable inside the home more than outside the home?
No.
2 down and 8 to go, Miss Fred.
If we saw you in the uniform that you wear on your job, would we at once know what you do from your uniform?
Right.
You work outside in this uniform?
Yes.
Do you have anything whatsoever to do with the entertainment industry?
No.
You and John need a rehearsal and 2 weeks on the road.
Charming rehearsal, 2 weeks on the road. This, if I may, Terry, in the broad interpretations that we lay down necessarily against words, broadly speaking, we would say it's in the general area, yes.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Do you have anything to do with the front part of a theater or an amusement park?
Now, you're restricting this to the front part of a theater or amusement park.
I guess that's what I did, John.
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry.
No.
That's 3 down and 7 to go, Mr. Cerf.
May I ask you, Mr. Terry Tater, if there is any form of athletics involved in what you do?
Yes.
The uniform that you wear then would be the uniform that was worn in some kind of athletic endeavor.
Right.
Is this form of athletics done professionally?
Yes.
Is it a team rather than an individual effort? Is it a team that you play on rather than playing some game individually?
No.
4 down and 6 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Well, did I understand that correctly? That he is an individual sportsman?
No, the question,
He does not belong
I
to a
believe it was
team.
finally put, was, is it a team you play on rather than an individual effort? And the answer was no.
Do you at times do your work where a team is playing
Yes.
and you are not on that team?
Right.
Are you a referee or umpire?
Right.
Are you an umpire?
Right.
Baseball umpire?
Yes.
Right.
Bennett, I'm sorry we had to trip you up, but you were getting closer, and when you asked that specific question,
I know.
we had to trip
He
you
looks
up.
too young to be an umpire.
Well, it's, I think, safe to say, and although, Terry, you'd have to be the expert on this, you are the youngest umpire, are you not, in professional?
As far as I know, I am.
What
How old
league
are
are you
you?
in, Mr. Tater?
21.
He's 21, and you're
What
with
league?
the Northern
League.
Northern League. Where do you umpire? In what area?
Minnesota, the Dakotas, Canada, and Wisconsin.
Canada and Wisconsin. Right, and
Is that Class B?
C.
C.
Class C. You went to an umpire school, didn't you?
Well, Summers in Florida.
How long have you been umpiring?
Oh, this is my second year now.
You learned to duck things? I mean, when do you get the course on ducking? You know, this one.
Not too much of that.
Anybody ever heave anything of a substance at you?
No.
Your career so far?
No, not in the year and a half, not the year and this year I've been working.
Why, you better go into the diplomatic corps if you can be an umpire and not have anybody heave anything at you. Well, congratulations on starting out in such a high place so early in a fine career, and may you have great success in future years. And thanks for being with us in What's My Life.
Thank you.
Now let's meet our next contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Rita? Winter? Rita Winter. How are you? Is it Miss or Mrs. Winter?
Miss.
Miss Winter. And where are you from?
I come from Germany, from city Nuremberg. Now I live in New York.
How long have you been in New York?
Only 4 months.
Only 4 months?
Yes.
And Miss Winter is worried about her English, and I told her she didn't have to be. If I could learn that much German in 4 months, I'd be a brilliant man. Congratulations. May I present our panel?
I do.
Now, will you join me over here, please? Do you know how we keep score, Miss Winter? Yes, in other words, every time that you can give the panel a no answer, we flip one card, and when we flip 10 cards, you've won the game. All right? We'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. All right, panel, we can tell you that Miss Winter is salaried and deals in a product, and we'll begin the general questioning with Bennett Cerf.
Fräulein Winter.
Ever since he published that dictionary, we've had this trouble with it.
Does your work have anything to do with food or drink?
No.
That's 1 down and 9 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Could this product be found in the home?
Yes.
Would it be found usually in a special room in the home?
No, I don't think so. It could be found in various areas of the home, Dorothy. I think we have to give you a note. 2 down and 8 to go, Mr. Belafonte.
Is this product mechanical?
No.
3 down and 7 to go, Miss Francis.
Is it a product that can be used by both men and women? John says yes?
Yes.
Maybe we have a small conference, because I want to get this cleared up.
In German, John.
No.
No.
Miss Winter feels that I should clarify to this degree that the product is basically used by one sex, but it can be used by 2, and on rare occasions is.
I thought you were going to say on rare and 3. Well, now then. Is it a product that comes in contact with the body in any way?
Yes.
Would it be any form of apparel?
Yes.
Is it the kind of apparel that can be seen if you walk down the street?
This is a very funny answer, but actually...
Yes.
It can be seen.
Yes.
You just don't like to look at it. Is that it, Miss Winter? No. Is it something that would be seen from the neck up?
I wouldn't think so. Well, no, wait a minute.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Is it something for special situations and conditions rather than for everyday wear or use?
Oh, I would say that it is used for everyday use when its use is indicated by those surrounding circumstances that make its use reasonable, so that we give you a note.
That's what I meant.
Yes, that's 4 down and 6 to go, Mr. Cerf.
Miss Winter, is this then some form of apparel? We've established that.
Mm-hmm.
Might this be used as a protective or containing measure?
I think we would have to agree that there's an element of one or the other of those 2 qualities.
Is there any rubber of any kind used in this product? No rubber?
5 down and 5 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
You have indicated that this product is used more by one sex than another. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is that the female sex?
Yes.
And it is used in the home quite frequently?
It is, yes. It's available in the home, yes.
Is it ever involved with children?
Only so rarely, Dorothy, that to give you a yes would be, you know, an unkindness on our part, so we'll give you a no. That's 6 down and 4 to go, Mr. Belafonte.
Can we have a conference?
You may have 30 seconds for a conference.
It's hard to ask a question.
You can ask out loud.
Oh, I can't?
Everybody can hear.
Yes, so everybody can hear.
Oh, I see. Is it possible that, I mean, could you ask that was she brought here from Germany to specifically do this?
Yes, you can ask that. It may not get you any place, but you can certainly ask.
Right. This product with which you're involved, did it require your coming from Germany to... Is it something that you specifically had to come from Germany to America to do?
No. 7 down and 3 to go, Miss Francis.
Is the product, does it have any leather in it?
Leather. Leather in this. No. 8 down and 2 to go. I'm going to give you 1 more minute, Mr.
No
Cerf.
leather, no rubber in the product. It is worn mostly below the neck, I gather. Because you said sometimes...
roses whilst thou mayest, or something like that.
You said sometimes above the neck.
Yeah.
Meaning that mostly by women. Is there any cloth in this product?
There is a... This is fair. There is a stake in which there is some
Is there any
cloth.
metal? Is there any metal used?
Any metal? Now, that's the critical
And
question.
that's the no.
9 down and 1 to go, Miss Kilgallen.
Would this ever be worn at night?
Would it ever be worn at night?
Mm-hmm. Would it be worn at night more indoors than outdoors?
No. That's 10 down and no more to go. I'm surprised. I thought...
Fur.
Right.
It's fur.
And it's mink.
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 I sensed it the last minute.
Miss Winter is a mink cutter. She cuts patterns, and I believe very few women, and particularly such attractive young women, are accomplished in this area. She learned it, you learned it in Nuremberg, did you not?
That's what Dufta.
Yeah, a mink cutter. That's quite a cut-up, I would say, wouldn't you? Yeah. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed your first visit on a television program in the United States. And I hope you're always happy here with us.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to be with us. By the way, Miss Winter belongs to Local 101 of the Furriers Union. And is at Schiaparelli Furs. We'll meet tonight's mystery guest in just a moment, but first, here is a word from our sponsor. Now we come to a special feature of our program, the appearance of our mystery challenger. The panel is always blindfolded for this part of the program. Blindfolds all in place, panel?
Yes,
Firmly.
Good. Will you enter mystery challenger and sign in, please? As you know, in the case of our mystery challenger, we go to a different form of questioning. You ask one question at a time, in turn, moving clockwise. And let's begin with Arlene Francis.
Are you part of the entertainment world?
Yes, you might say that.
Mr. Cerf?
Have you distinguished yourself on television? Rarely.
Ms. Kilgallen?
What was that?
Rarely.
Are you a motion picture performer?
Infrequently.
Mr. Belafonte?
Are you in the legitimate theater?
No, indeed.
That's 1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
Where does he go? Are you in nightclubs?
Yes.
Mr. Cerf?
Are you at present, or have you been very recently, or are you about to appear in a prominent nightclub or hotel room in the metropolitan area? Yes.
Ms. Kilgallen?
Do you sing?
Infrequently.
Mr. Belafonte?
Are you a humorist, a comic?
Hopefully, yes.
Miss Francis?
Are you an American?
Ardently, as a matter of fact.
Mr. Cerf?
Do you ever deliver diatribes on political occurrences? When a situation presents itself. Would you be Mort Sahl by any chance?
Yes, he would be.
John?
A former colleague from the panel, you will all be happy to know now that your blindfolds are off, presently at Mason Street East in the metropolitan area. And he looks very elegant tonight, too, I must say. It's nice to have you over on this side of the stage, you know.
Yes, John, I'm out in the world alone. without not forming a corroborative philosophy with the group anymore.
Well, at least you confused and confounded the philosophers for a brief period tonight.
We had some fun.
For that, good thank you, sir.
May I go see my friends?
You may certainly do
John,
that.
good to
Thanks
see
very
you.
much, Mort, for coming in. Well, you've done fairly well tonight again, panel, I must admit, and we'll have another contestant after this word from our alternates. And now let's meet another contestant. Will you enter and sign in, please? Julie at Droot, right? Is it Miss or Mrs. Droot? Mrs. Droot, and where are you from?
New York City.
From New York City. May I present the panel, Mrs. Droot? Will you join me over here, please? Do you know how we keep score? All right, we'll let the audience at home and the audience in the theater know exactly what your line is. All right. Panel, we will tell you that Mrs. Droot is self-employed and deals in a service with which a product is closely associated. And we'll begin the general questioning with Harry Belafonte.
Does this product apply itself to men and women?
Yes.
Does it apply itself more to one sex than the other?
No.
No. That's 1 down and 9 to go, Miss Francis.
I thought I phrased that so well.
You did. You just got to know. That's all, Harry. It's the easiest thing in the world.
Do you perform a service with this product that benefits people?
I think so.
Do you come in contact with the people, physical contact with them?
No, that is not necessary. And the performance of the service can benefit people because they have need of it when it's requested. Mr. Cerf.
Mrs. Droot, are you telling the whole Droot, nothing but the Droot?
Oh, that's all. I'm going home.
The product with which you are concerned, is it a manufactured product?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a product that can be bought in a store or in some kind of a department store or specialty shop?
Yes.
Would it be for sale in a general department store?
Yes.
Would it be for sale in any kind of specialty shop as well?
It could be.
It could be. Mm-hmm.
Might it be a product that is consumed in one way or another?
By this, do you mean actually used up physically so that its physical characteristics are drastically changed?
I do indeed.
Say that this product is worn?
No.
No. That's 4 down and 6 to go. Harry Belafonte.
Is this product used above the neck?
Yes, I would say to the degree that use is an application here as a verb, we'd say above the neck. Mm-hmm.
It's not worn and it's used above the neck. Is it used below the forehead?
We just ran out of time, Harry, which will make you happy, I think.
Anything to do with money?
No, actually,
No.
this is a very fine occupation for a member of the distaff sex to use, to be engaged in. Mrs. Droot repairs television sets. And has her own business, the Rondell TV Service Company. And thank you very much for being our guest, ma'am. It's nice to have had you with us, and what's my line?
Thank you.
Good night. And very quickly then, good night, Miss Kilgallen.
Good night, John. Good night, Harry.
Good night, Arlene.
Nice to have you with us, Harry. Good night, Bennett.
Good night, you angelic fellow.
It only took one member of the faculty to hold me down. That's all I've got to say. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us on What's My Line?
What's My Line? is a CBS television network production in association with Mark Goodson and Bill Todman.
This is Bud Collyer reminding you to expect the unexpected and some fun as well in the game To Tell the Truth tomorrow on most of these stations.